Cannabis sales are booming, and MKM Partners is telling investors to buy shares of Canopy Growth. It upgraded the stock to a buy earlier this week. Part of the reason is because that stock has come back down from the stratosphere. But a big part of the reason that they cited here was the Martha Stewart gummies that they said are rapidly gaining distribution and recruiting new customers. Stewart was recently named a strategic advisor for Canopy Growth and joins us right now in a Squawk exclusive. She, of course, is also the founder of Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia. And Martha, it's always great to see you. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Nice to be with you. Thank you.
I thought what was so interesting in this call out of Wall Street is that they're saying you are a big part of the reason for the growth there and bringing in new customers. A third of the customers who are buying your gummies are new customers to this. And it just made me think about over the years what you've done, how you've brought people along. Why do you think it is that so many new customers are coming in based on your stamp of approval here?
Well, my friends have always been a little bit hands-off with the CBD, a little bit quizzical when the subject comes up at parties. And now that they have tasted and experienced the niceness of the gummies, for example, and our CBD oil drops and our soft gels, they're finding, even my banker told me that she takes 3 gummies a day, 1 in the morning, noon, and night, and she feels better. It calms her. So everybody has a slightly different reaction to the consumption of CBD, and the audience is growing. The satisfaction, too, is growing because when you're creating gummies that look like this and taste like this, we have 15 amazing flavors. I tasted every gummy in the market before I developed these gummies. And I thought, oh, gosh, these are sticky. These taste like the little gummy bears that you buy at the candy counter. These have such good flavor. They're based on the flavors of the garden. There's calamondin, there's black raspberry, there's red raspberry, there's Meyer lemon, blood orange, rhubarb. Tastes that you only get in the finest French restaurants when they serve you the pâte de fruits at the end of a dinner. So we're upscaling the CBD market, and that's what Canopy really loves. We are really making things taste better. We have lots of ideas for creating candies, confections, drinks, special drinks that you drink every single day with an infusion of very good CBD isolate included in those drinks. So there's a market there, and there is science behind the market. And Canopy's doing a very good job.
Sort of longer term, this is a very fractured market. It's an early market at this point still. How you see, if we had this conversation 5 years from now, how much consolidation you think is going to ultimately happen in this business? How many other big players are going to try to get into this business? What does this look like? Because, there's lots of different people putting a lot of different brands on things right now. You have such a spectacular brand unto itself, but I just wonder how you think about that in the sort of larger context of the industry.
Well, it's growing rapidly. By 2023, they anticipate that the marketplace will be around $10 billion. And as it is legalized, as edibles are legalized, and even cannabis is legalized in more and more states in the United States, the market will grow exponentially. I think now that they're infusing drinks with CBD, what a nice thing this is. Instead of dad coming home and sitting down and smoking a joint, he can get some nice relief when he sees the kids all around him to just sip a Quattro, which is a Canopy drink made in conjunction with the Constellation brand. Just take a sip of CBD, 20 milligrams in a 12-ounce can. I mean, it's delicious. And he's not going to get high. He's just going to get calm. And he's going to be feeling good. And it's such a better impression on your children than
Hey, Martha, though, do you worry though about the standards? I mean, it doesn't seem like right now that there are different scientific standards. I don't think there's sort of a base case. I mean, as I said to you, I had a doctor prescribe it, and I remember we had a conversation about which brands and how much CBD needs to be in there and what kind. I mean, there's a lot going on here. What has to happen on the regulatory side, or do you think that regulators should get involved in terms of how this is marketed and what the ingredients really are?
Okay, well, I believe in integrative medicine, and I recently hurt my foot, and I went to HSS, a very reputable hospital, and I was prescribed CBD gels as well as CBD ointment for my foot. Now, that's right in the hospital. So, and then there are certain dermatologists that also agree that CBD is really good for your skin. It's a growing market as they become educated, as the medical world becomes more educated in the value of the actual goodness of CBD. I think we'll see more and more and more acceptance. And as people try these gummies and try the oils and try the gels, there's more and more, oh boy, that does make me feel a little bit better. I mean, we're looking for alternatives. I am not a big drug user in any way. I mean, prescription drugs. I don't smoke marijuana, but I do find a relief and a nice feeling from the CBD. And if I feel it, I think, because I have a very good diet and a clean lifestyle, I think other people will find that it just adds a little something extra to a day. And that's what I think the market is all about right now. And Canopy does a lot of research. It's not like they're just putting this stuff out there. They have a very good scientific team of doctors and researchers that are developing products with us and with themselves to put out in the marketplace that are viable and useful.
Right. Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.